Two of anime's most legendary transformations: Gear 5 Luffy from One Piece and Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragon Ball Daima. They
Mhm.
both left their mark on anime history. But which one do you think is going to have the biggest impact long term on anime? Um, Despite being some people saying Super Saiyan 4 is non-canon, do you think it's going to be a big factor in its longevity affecting anime? Do you think Gear Five's power up is a game changer, or is it too cartoonish? Will the transformation stand the test of time? Let me know.
It's Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's Super Saiyan 4 Goku. People been wanting to champion Super Saiyan 4 Goku for years, ever since they said that GT isn't canon. Even though I know there's debates on whether or not GT is or isn't canon. I know most people say it isn't. I know some people say that Toriyama said that it is. But regardless of that, Super Saiyan 4 is back because they say Daima is canon, and I believe Daima is canon. Toriyama worked on it. I don't see any reason why it can't be canon. I think,
I think it's because people are trying to say it contradicts Super Saiyan God.
which I don't think is a bad thing, because I never cared for Super Saiyan God. I didn't care for God or Blue
See, I
because
love Super Saiyan Blue. I love Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan Blue is like the laziest concept I've ever seen from them, because it's just Super Saiyan with a color palette switch, and that's so unoriginal to me. And consider how every
So
Super
is
Saiyan
Ultra Ego.
form was so unique. Like when 2 came out, we was like, yo. When 3 came out, we was like, yo. When 4 came out, we was like, yo. And then it was like Blue, and I was like, okay. That's cool. I like Ultra Instinct. Love Ultra Instinct. But I think that Super Saiyan 4 is gonna come out like 2 arcs down the road in Dragon Ball Super. Like they're gonna merge it with something.
Yeah.
So I think Super Saiyan 4 is gonna be the penultimate form.
See, how you feel about Super Saiyan Blue is how I feel about Ultra Ego.
Mm.
I'm not a big fan of Ultra Ego with Vegeta. In fact, when pictures come up about it, I forget it's even a transformation.
You know, I'm glad that Vegeta finally got a form that just isn't him playing catch up to Goku. It's about
Right.
time that he got something that he can be like, you know what, this is mine. I'm strong.
But
I'm
see,
beautiful.
to that point, then he should have gotten Super Saiyan Blue instead of Goku and
Mm-hmm.
replacement and instead of having Goku should have never gotten Super Saiyan Blue.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, that would have made sense if they wanted Vegeta to ever be stronger than Goku. But
Yeah.
you know, he's always got to be just a little bit behind,
Yeah.
just a skosh behind us. Because as soon as he got that in the tournament of power, that Ultra Blue, Super Baby Blue power up, whatever that was, Goku was like Ultra Instinct.
Right.
So it's dope that he's got his own form finally.
And to go with the Gear 5 Luffy, I love the transformation,
Hmm.
but fans really wanted Super Saiyan 4 back. Fans
Hmm.
really wanted to see Super Saiyan 4.
Hmm.
It's just such an iconic transformation.
Yeah.
And it really caps off the 40, was it 35, 40 years of Dragon Ball. You know,
Hmm.
it really just, it's the extra chef
Yeah.
kiss, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I know so many people are hating on Daima for it right now. There's a
Yeah.
big group of fans that are like, oh my god, it didn't need to be canon. But you know, I enjoy. I love the transformation. I literally shed a tear when it came on. I was like, thank God, I love this.
You
And
know,
I know
haters
there was
gonna
some
hate.
right. There was some rumors that there was supposed to be a, a, a fusion at the end of
Hmm.
Diamond. It never happened. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
were pissed off about that.
yeah. The bigger rumors were Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and either Super Saiyan 4 Vegito or Gogeta. Um, I didn't expect any of those things. I thought that Diamond was just gonna be a fun little adventure with them as small characters again.
Hmm.
Then Vegeta came out, then 4 came out, and I was like, maybe Gogeta. I wouldn't have been shocked to see Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito would have been interesting. That would have been interesting.
And people were saying like now that the third eye was introduced, give Tien an extra transformation. He should be the
Mm.
next one to get a transformation.
I do think that Dragon Ball needs to buff its side characters, because when you look at a show like One Piece that makes sure that the crew evolves with Luffy, so that way he, even though he's more powerful than them, they're still competitive as they go and fight bigger people. You need Dragon Ball's supporting characters to be capable of at least being in the fight with
Right.
Goku and Vegeta. Otherwise, it's just Goku and Vegeta doing all the heavy lifting, and everybody else is kind of standing in the background. Even though I know that's how it's been since, Cell Saga, but still,
But even
everybody
Tournament of Power kind of did that.
You said what?
Tournament of Power, it kind of did that.
I feel like Tournament of Power broke the power system, because it gave people the ability to compete without giving them any reason to be able to compete. So it's like, sure, Krillin can fight Super Saiyan Blue Goku because we want him to. And like, nah. He would get washed by every villain in Z after the Namek saga. So any villain or competitor in Super would be washing him twice as bad. But 17 trained animals, so now he's strong. I don't
know. As a Master Roshi and Krillin fan, I enjoyed it.
I mean, it's cool to see them from a nostalgia point, but like when you think about it in universe, like this makes no sense. So just turn your brain off, I guess.
I was absolutely pissed that Master Roshi wasn't in Saiyan Saga as a fighter.
Yeah. I guess they underutilized Roshi and Z, and then it was like, you know what, let's put Roshi in the fight now, because time to get off the bench.
Even though it didn't make sense, because they should have had Goten and Trunks, or
man, I had a video where I was like, Gohan was mad that Goten and Trunks weren't in the Tournament of Power. They was like, nah, they young, they inexperienced. Gohan was in the field at 4. He was getting his neck broke at 7 on Namek. If you don't put them two almost teenage boys in that battle, they go Super Saiyan. They stronger than like 60% of the people out there. Get them in the field. Tell Krillin to go home. What are you doing? What are you talking? They're inexperienced. So we were gonna put Boo in here.
Right.
What do we care about battle experience? Power. It's the Tournament of Power.
Here's the other thing. I'm glad you brought that up, because Dragon Ball Daima proved my point that they should have just had Boo as one of the characters, because they have a knockoff of Boo called Majin Buu, right? I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No.
It's just a color swap Boo.
Gotcha.
It's a color swap Kid Buu, I should say.
Okay.
And it's literally a green Kid Buu.
Yeah.
He becomes. Well, I don't want to spoil it too much, but he becomes a big deal at the end of Daima. Okay. I'm like, bro, you could have just inserted Majin Buu back if you wanted to do this. Like, there's no reason to have a color swap version.
Every major villain of Dragon Ball Z has been rehashed at this point.
Cell, Boo,
Frieza. Yep. Every last one of them. They was like, you know what? Let's bring him back.
That should be your next video. You have the one with the Goku, the fighting people. It'll just be Toriyama. We'll bring him back.
Yeah, we'll bring him back. You know who we haven't seen in a while? Cell. I'm surprised Raditz don't make a comeback.
It's been Goku's brother and hasn't thought to wish him back with his Dragon Ball.
No, he said he can rest in shit, apparently. He don't give a damn about his brother.
Right?
They tried to kidnap my son. He can stay dead. They ain't trying to bring back Nappa or nothing.
Or Bardock or any of them.
It was like, hey, man, they good where they at. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.